What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Cobra Kai Season 3 video. Season 3 was truly a great season from start to finish, complete with fan service for long-time franchise fans like myself, and I loved how they blended this fan service while pushing the story of almost every single character forward. Now, while I did a full season breakdown review, there was far too much to talk about in just one video, and I was conscious of making that video far too long. So today, we will be breaking out 5 things that Season 3 unanswered, and we try to predict where these could be going next. So if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. So we open with number 1, and this was one that stuck in my head after a comment by Defiant One on my video said, "How dope would it be if Kreese's girlfriend happened to be pregnant in her letter instead of being dead? It would still work since it would be a distraction for Kreese if he found out." Now, I like that idea, but I'm going to go in a bit of a different direction with that. Yes, we know that Kreese had a girlfriend just like Daniel and Miguel, the heroes of the stories who loved stealing girls, and apparently she did die. Now, Kreese was sent a letter, but his army captain kept it secret to protect him until the captain needed to weaponize it, as he and Kreese were forced to fight to the death. Now, we never saw the letter and we never saw what the truth was. So did she die? Or did she actually announce she was pregnant, or simply saying she was going to split up with him? Well, looking into it, I don't think that she is pregnant, as we see the couple meet in 1965, and Kreese is only given the unknown info in 1968. So it'd be odd if she kept that secret for so very, very long. Now, I think it's simply the case of her maybe dumping him, leading him to go down the dark path, just like Johnny went down with a dumping and a toxic idol. Now, in at number 2, we have one which I expected to be answered, but will be saved for Season 4, and that is, who is Miguel and Tori's father? Now, with Johnny now finally getting with Carmen, I think we will learn more about Miguel's father. We know the family fled Ecuador due to the father being a bad man and having ties with the cartel. The prevailing theory that Terry Silver was the father of Tori, which would have given her the proficiency in karate which she displayed last season, is interesting. However, we know that Terry had a multinational organization of disposing of nuclear waste. So what if he used local gangs to help his crimes, and post Karate Kid 3 had a relationship with Carmen as he tried to go down to South America and get this kind of whole criminal organization back up and running. Now, Tori's father is still a mystery, as I mentioned in my main video, but I find it interesting that he took a special interest in her. So, going on one of my previous points about we had something go on with his whole ex-girlfriend and things like that, well, what if she was pregnant? And what if, well, Tori is actually the granddaughter of, yes, you guessed it, Kreese? Now, that would be interesting, as his girlfriend may not have died, but I will break that out into a separate video for you there, as I do like the idea that his girlfriend back home was actually pregnant, but I will have to look into that a bit more and break that fully out for you there. Now, in at number 3, we have, who did Kreese call? Well, as we learned in the backstory of Kreese, he was a brave soldier whose valor was recognized by his army captain, who asked him to join a special forces group. However, on a mission, everything goes wrong and they get captured. Now, in the POW camp, we have some real Rambo 2 vibes here, as Terry Silver and the captain are forced to fight to the death. However, Kreese, like the nice guy, comes and volunteers instead of the weak Terry Silver. Now, as we know, Kreese finally showed no mercy after the captain used his girlfriend's letter against him, and that then led him on the path to be, well, who he is now. We know that in 1970, Kreese was the army champion of karate, and, well, he would then go on to teach Terry Silver karate, and Terry would go on to create the Cobra Kai dojos across the San Fernando Valley. Now, the army picture of him and Terry and the other guy was shown throughout the seasons of the show, and considering that we have Chosen and other characters from the Karate Kid 2 back in Season 3, I do think what they're doing in the next season is going down the lines of Karate Kid 3, and I do think that the plot lines in Karate Kid 3 will have a sequel like everything else has in the Karate Kid franchise. Kreese needs a champion, and as he made a deal to leave his dojo if he loses the All Valley tournament, well, we had Mike Barnes referenced in Season 3. So I think that Terry and Mike will return to exact their revenge on Daniel, which I think would be very, very cool. And I like how we've had this season be the continuation of Karate Kid 2, and next season will be the continuation of Karate Kid 3. Now, on the subject of Kreese being a karate master at number 4, how did Kreese actually become a karate master? Well, he joined the army in 1965, and by 1968, his captain assigned him to the Special Forces group, but he was killed after the fight. So how did he learn all of this knowledge so quickly, as the training montage we got was pretty darn quick? Now, I don't think we have seen the last of Sato. As we know, Sato trained at the army, so I believe that Kreese at one point visited the army base that was in Okinawa after a tour of Vietnam, and was then trained by Sato, meaning that Cobra Kai is the product of Miyagi-Do, which would be pretty cool if Kreese was taught more of the moves that Daniel learned in Okinawa and the moves that Miyagi didn't actually teach Daniel. And I think that would be cool if Robbie then learns all these really badass moves only for the final showdown to be the kind of dark side of Miyagi-Do versus the good side of Miyagi-Do with Miguel and Robbie, which I think would be really awesome to see. Now, lastly, will Johnny end up with Carmen? Yes, I do think this will happen. I think it's pretty clear from what he was talking about with Ali that he's ready to start a relationship with Carmen, and it would be interesting to see Carmen's past come back to haunt her, even though I would really prefer him to actually end up with Ali. Now, I will make more videos based on other things like the things you missed, and if you haven't, please do check out my full season breakdown review on my channel, and I will be breaking out the whole idea that Kreese is Tori's grandfather in tomorrow's video as well. And don't worry, normal service will resume soon, and I hope to get a Saint Maud ending explained video out this week. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like down below. Please do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.